Round one, we're on the play, and ooh, this is a nice hand. It's got an early Tide Hollow Scholar to disrupt them and put pressure, and then just Stoneforge into Batterskull, which is really good. So I will absolutely be keeping this. Could use a little less land, but it's not bad. This is a deck where, I mean, maybe I could have gone down to 15 land. It's certainly possible. Because we don't have a lot of 4s. We have 2 4-drops and 1 5. Ooh, our opponent mulliganing is good for us too. Especially in this style. Like, again, that Hymn to Turok is really missing. Because I can tell you, in this style of deck, when you have a Hymn to Turok in your hand and your opponent starts mulliganing, you just have the biggest grin on your face. Because you know that it's like, oh man, their hand is already shaky and I'm just going to be able to make it the worst situation for my opponent ever. It feels so bad to get your hand ripped apart right after that. The only thing that you had in your hand that's going for you just gone. Wow, our opponent's down to 3 cards. This is unprecedented mulliganing. I'm not sure what I would have at 4 to mulligan to 3. It would have to be really... They're down to 2 cards? They mulligan to 2 cards. That can't be right. You always just keep 3. Like, it makes no sense. So, I mean, I guess I just play Godless Shrine and pass. I don't know what to do here now. That is super weird. Are they just 2-card comboing us or something? Like, what are they doing? I can't imagine that that's the right thing to do. Oh, I will go for a Tide Hollow Scholar. See if our opponent scoops. Signet. Well, it looks like Selesnya Signet is on color, and Is It Signet might not be, so I'll take that one, I suppose. Do they hit a land? Seems so weird. Even if you have no lands on like a 3 or 4, like especially on 3, I don't think that I ever mulligan 4, but if I did, I would keep literally any 3-card hand. Your odds of winning are so low at that point, you just have to hope that you draw the land. You can't take the risk. It's crazy that our opponent went further than that. Totally insane. But, I mean, a win's a win for us, so I will go to sideboarding, and I'm just going to send it back. We didn't really see a whole lot out of them. I could maybe put in Lifebane Zombie, but I'd feel really silly. We only saw the 1 forest. If they happen to be like a Storm deck and they're trying to play that Is It Signet and they're actually using it, which is pretty reasonable. Like, it's not unlikely that they have like a 5-color Storm deck just off of one forest and 2 Signets. We don't really know what colors they are. They don't have to be a ramp deck, like a green-white ramp deck. They could easily be a lot of things. So I don't think that it's a good idea for us to throw in Lifebane Zombie too early and over sideboard here. Not a great hand. Certainly our first hand was a lot better than this, but it's acceptable. Opponent's mulliganing again. They're not having any luck. Temple of Plenty. Alright, well, it seems a lot more likely that they're some version of green-white then. I'll probably side it in next round, but I don't think it was the correct thing to do until now. Maybe not even now. I mean, we'll have to see what their next play is. Is It Signet is what is giving me the possible clue that they might not be just like a green beatdown kind of card deck. I don't know that they have a lot of creatures. We'll have to see. Let's take a look at their hand. Always take the disruption first in this deck over beating them down. Yeah, Heartbeat of Spring. They're probably a combo deck. That being said, I have to kill this Garruk Relentless because it will eat all of our... Well, it'll eat Brain Maggot, and that's kind of useless. I don't want to do that, so we'll just take out the Garruk. They have to hit some good cards for the Heartbeat of Spring to matter. So they have Heartbeat and Signet, so they've got a bunch of ways to make mana. Not really anything else. We just need to pressure them now. I get Monastery Mentor, and then I can start using Banishing Light and Oblivion Ring to get rid of the Signets, I think. Are they going to play Heartbeat? Oh my goodness. If they play Heartbeat... Oh, wow. Oh, this could be so good for us. We get to kill the Heartbeat, and we get to play the Monastery Mentor. So that's pretty solid. I mean, sure, they got to play a Signet, but that doesn't do anything. So we tap for 6. I play Monastery Mentor. And then we Banishing Light. It really doesn't matter whether it's O-Ring or Banishing Light here, I don't think. They have slightly different text, but it's very marginal at the best times. I don't think that this is gonna make any real difference here. And kill the Heartbeat. And now we kill our opponent's Heartbeat. If we can get a Plains off the top, Hero of Blade Hold probably seals their fate. They have to have some pretty good draws to matter. With the Monastery Mentor out, I'd probably play the O-Ring and just kill like a Signet if they don't do anything. And they're just trying to build up to Storm count. I imagine if they're playing the Heartbeat that they're a Storm deck. It makes sense. It's also why you'd mulligan aggressively, because Storm can get some really absurd low card hands. You just have to have the right things. What is this? So they drew something big. 5 mana. Mirari's Wake. Well, I get to kill that too. So, that seems just fine by me. Even better target for the Oblivion Ring. Yeah, now we can see how Monastery Mentor is just absolutely insane. Every time that we try and disrupt our opponent's stuff, it just gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And it's just such a pain. I know that every time that Monastery Mentor has been across the board for me in this style of deck, it's just miserable. Opponent's still just trying to build up that mana. They have a way to kill like an Oblivion Ring here. So Planeswalker. Ooh, Sneak Attack. Uh-oh. Well, if I get a Plains, then I have Relic Warder. Oh my god. See, like, we just get to disrupt everything that our opponent's trying to do. Doesn't matter what they want. We just don't give it to them. Just never give them an inch. Every time they think like, well, okay, well, I can draw a big creature. Well, no, now actually you can't. I'm just going to kill it. Oh, well, all I need to draw is a combo card, and, you know, we have enough mana. Nope, nope, no you don't. So Relic Warder is really nice. Uh-oh. Do they have a Sneak Attack? Okay, they're just messing around. I was like, really? Defensive Sneak Attack. We'll attack, and then play Porcelain Legionnaire. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Yeah, we definitely need to play it. I was thinking about holding back in case of a Wrath of God. I don't think that that is the right play anyways, but I would consider it. I don't think that our opponent would play a Wrath of God. You very rarely do in this kind of format. And especially if you're a combo deck, you don't have a lot of slots to give up to things like that. You've got to spend a lot of slots on trying to make your deck consistent and actually having the combo pieces and payload and all that kind of stuff. If you're playing Sneak Attack, you have to have the Sneak Attack. You have to have ways to draw it. You have to have a bunch of big creatures. There's a bunch of things that you need to do to make that work. I'm thinking that our opponent is just dead here, but we'll see. They have 5 mana and 2 cards in hand. There's a lot that can go wrong. Yes! Alright. That was a very good example of how this deck is supposed to operate. It used the Banishing Lights and O-Rings in place of actual hand disruption, which I generally tend to prefer, although I always like picking up some of these in the hand disruption decks too. Like, don't think that just because you have him doesn't mean that you can pass on an O-Ring. But it substituted for it very nicely, and it shows you why you want things like Oblivion Ring. Because we just ripped apart their hand with Brain Maggot, and then followed up with hate, 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 hate. Kill everything that they have, leave them with no options, and smash them to pieces. So that was a great example of the way this deck works, and I will be back for round 2. Hopefully we take this all the way. Well, I'm going to Relic Warder away the Azorius Signet, because we can just keep up a lot of pressure and stop them from having anything big. I love Relic Warder. Can I just say how awesome this card is?